Hello, I'm going to be making 30-minute mozzarella, and I've done this class quite a few times where I've taught the 30-minute mozzarella, and so for those that are a bit scared of going home and doing it at home, this is a great way for you to work with me when you've got it on YouTube. So we're going to use unhomogenised milk. You can buy this in any Coles and Woolworths. If you can get fresh milk from a farm, that's even better, but this has only been pasteurised but not homogenised. So this is the one where the cream will sit to the top of the milk. So we're only going to use 2 litres of milk. I'll pour it into my little container here. You can use a saucepan. And the first step is to heat it to 13 degrees. So a nice thermometer, easy to read thermometer, is fairly essential. Cheese making is all about temperatures, so it's really important that you get the temperatures right for this to actually work properly. So there's 2 litres in there, and I'm going to heat it to 13 degrees. It doesn't take long. So I've got a nice digital thermometer here. You can buy this in electronic shops. And it should only take a couple of minutes. If it goes over, then make sure you turn it off straight away. Once it hits that heat, it's really quick. So it's actually at 15 degrees already. So I'll just give it a quick stir. And the first ingredient that we're going to use is citric acid. Don't go and get it from your pantry. It's usually about 7 years out of date. Make sure you go along to a supermarket and pick some up fresh on the shelf. Check the use by date. This one says 14th of the, so it's 2014, so it's nice and fresh. You need 3/4 of a teaspoonful of citric acid in a little bit, about 50 ml, a quarter of a cup. And I always boil my water and cool it down, so it's cool boiled water. Give it a little bit of a stir. Dissolve that citric acid. And you stir it into your milk. Nice, vigorous stirring. Just for a minute. You give it a nice stir, just to incorporate all of the citric acid through the milk. Make sure you do add it to water though. It's important that you dissolve it first. And always check the use by date. So that's incorporated in there nicely, and now I'm going to heat the milk to 32 degrees and keep stirring. Just a nice gentle stir. That way the milk doesn't curdle. Citric acid will curdle that milk, so it won't take long as this is directly on the heat. These little gas cooktops are excellent. Means that you can go outside on the veranda and make a little bit of mozzarella. That'll heat up nicely. Milk is 87% water. So basically what we're doing here is separating that, getting that water out and just keeping that milk solids. So we're at 20 degrees now. Won't take long to get to 32 degrees. This is a great little recipe to impress your friends. So you can have your pizza all ready to go. As your friends are walking in the door, you've invited them over for dinner. You're doing the last stages of your mozzarella. And then straight on your pizza, straight in the oven. And they will be so impressed. You will be the talk of the town. So we're at 25 degrees. Make sure I've got this heat up nice and high. The mozzarella will only keep for about 4 or 5 days once you've made it. So make sure that 2 litres is great. It'll make you maybe about 300 grams of cheese, and that's a nice fair amount to make. The best way to store your mozzarella once you've made it is just in a little zip top bag. Don't put any liquid in it, don't put any brine or water in it. Just in a snap lock container or a zip top bag or a Chinese takeaway container that's all nice and clean. Make sure it's clean. All of this equipment I use has been thoroughly cleaned. The cleaner you have it, the longer your cheese will last and the fresher. The fresher the milk, the better the cheese. So we're at 30 degrees now. 30 degrees, we want it at 32. And the next ingredient that we're going to use is rennet. Now rennet is a non-animal rennet, this one here. Little close up on that one. Usually anyone around this Tweed district can give me a call or email me or Facebook me. Cheeses loves you. Here's my card. And I sell little containers of rennet for practice runs for about $4. So we need about 1/4 teaspoon for 2 litres of milk of rennet. It's probably a little bit more than I need, but that's fine. I'm going to put it into this little bit more cool boiled water, and I'm going to stir it in. I'll check I've got the temperature right. It should be still 32 degrees. You can actually put it in a water bath if you want. Yeah, it's 32 degrees, 32.6. That's why these thermometers are excellent, because they give you really good, accurate reading. Just stir it in for a minute. You have to be really careful with the rennet. You don't want to keep stirring when it's trying to set. So I'm going to give it one more good stir. Incorporate all that rennet. It's an enzyme, and it's actually going to set this milk. Right, I'm going to put the lid on it. Keep it nice and warm in there. Set the timer for 5 minutes. And